Susie here. Welcome to the HerBusiness Podcast. This show is dedicated to helping women entrepreneurs grow profitable businesses and to do what they love every day. Today we're talking about our relationship with money. Now, I know money can be an awkward topic and we might internally cringe when the topic of business finances come up, but really we have to push the discomfort to the side and just dive in. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about your next money move. We'll cover how to transform your money mindset in order to start seeing the income that you've been dreaming of. And then we'll dive into what you need to do right now to grow a profitable, sustainable business that doesn't burn you out. That sounds like a big claim, right? We're going to be together for not that long, but there's quite a few key points that I want to hit. So before we start, I want to let you know that I'm not going to be talking about working harder or pulling longer hours. In fact, many of the tips that I share contradict that advice. I'm actually going to be asking you to slow down, zoom out, and take a look at your business finances from above. So, how do you know that you actually need a new money move? And by that I mean, how do you know what you should be doing next in order to grow a more profitable business? Because maybe you feel a lot of anxiety when it comes to scaling your business, or you have a sense of paralysis about not having a clear money strategy or money goals. Or you might feel in the dark about where your hard-earned money has been going, and you've actually got no idea how to achieve the type of growth or the revenue goals that you want. Now, these are extremely common hurdles for women business owners, so trust me, you are not alone. And according to many women in the HerBusiness community, money is one of their biggest hurdles, especially when it comes to having consistent cash flow, being confident about money, and actually sticking to taking the actions that gets them the money goals that they want. Now, some of those goals can be charging more, pricing their offers right, even getting comfortable with the idea of becoming wealthy one day. All those are challenges that we've been delving into this week, as over 700 women have taken part in a week-long workshop that I've been running called the Money Breakthrough Workshop. Now, I knew this would be a hot topic, but I had no idea that the response would be so enthusiastic. And by that I mean, we don't often talk about money in business, and we certainly don't have a lot of people to talk about it too. But when we're in a community of other women business owners who are also being clear that they want a profitable business, we don't have to, show all our back end of our business, but the idea is about striving together, setting money goals, getting the strategies and skills. And I've just loved working with these women to cover a few things, and I'm going to give those to you now. So one of the first things that I want to talk about today is understanding your money mindset. And I'm talking about those feelings of anxiety or overwhelm or stress that come with money talk. Now, your money mindset includes things that might be ideas about money that you bought into at some point that are not true. But it's something that you've believed for so long that it's got you stuck in a holding pattern, unable to move ahead. And I know for me, working hard, like you have to work hard to earn money, is one of those mindsets that I've had all my life. And I can't tell you that I'm healed from it, but I'm much better at it. And I'm so much better at having other people around me and my wonderful team to help me. I still work hard, but I'm not doing all the things. But money mindset can be a lot of things. It can be, anyway, I'll cover off a couple of them in a moment, but I want to do a short exercise with you. Now, I know this can be tricky if you're out on the road or if you are walking the dog, but I'd love you to just ask yourself this question. Now, if you have a notepad and pen, go ahead and use that, but otherwise just answer this in your mind. I'd love you to ask yourself what money beliefs you have that don't support you. Now, these might be beliefs that get you anxious when you're looking at your business accounts, or have you feeling overwhelmed when you look at numbers. And for many of us, there are some deep-rooted insecurities about the topic of money. And maybe that comes from growing up without a lot of money, like I did. Maybe it comes from hardship that you've experienced at some point during your life, especially your business life. Or maybe you simply don't have examples of people around you who demonstrate what financial freedom can look like. Or if you're like me, at times it's been a combination of all of those three things I just mentioned. Now, understanding the origin of our money insecurity is the first step in determining our next move. So take a moment or two, you can pause the podcast if you like, and really think about what some of those money mindsets are for you. And like I said, if you have access to a sheet of paper or somewhere to take notes, I highly recommend you do that. So what we're starting with is, what are the money beliefs that you have right now that you don't think are supporting you? And just aim to get 3 to 5 of those down if you can. Now, I'll give you a couple more examples. It could be, I'm not a numbers person. It could be, money doesn't grow on trees. It could be, I have to work hard, which was one of mine. It could be that it's not okay for me to be wealthy, or, money is evil, or whatever those crazy money beliefs are that we might have adopted over time. So take a moment now just to jot down 3 or 5, and then let's continue. Okay, so hopefully you had time to look at your money mindset origin and some of the stories and beliefs that you still hold that don't support your business growth. And if you need more time for this exercise, you can always pause here and take as much time as you like. The second step to what we're doing today, and my tip, is about reframing those beliefs you just brainstormed. And what do I mean by that? Is that we take a belief that we have and we kind of put a spin on it. So we have control over taking any unsupportive concepts and thoughts we have and rewriting them so that they serve us. So let's go over a couple of examples. So maybe one of your negative money beliefs about yourself is something like, I've never been a numbers person. So let's take that belief and spin it a little bit. So rather than just, I'm not a numbers person, could you change that to, while I haven't focused on the numbers in my business in the past, I'm a smart, capable person and I can learn how to do this? Or could you reframe, I'm not a numbers person, into, while I haven't focused on numbers in the past, I know I can find the help I need to become more of a numbers person, or I can learn the skills to feel more comfortable with numbers. So let's try another example. Take the statement, I'd rather focus on other parts of my business and stay out of the finances. Say that's a mindset that you have. And I know for me, this was one that I had. I was a marketer. I had come from that sort of background. I thought someone else can take care of the numbers. And in my case, it was my partner, PJ. I don't need to know about numbers. So say that you have a similar idea. I'd rather focus on other parts of my business and stay out of the finances. So let's try reframing this one. Maybe you could change it to, while the money side of my business makes me uncomfortable, it deserves just as much attention as other parts of my business. Or you could reframe it to, I owe it to myself and to my business to push myself and lean into my discomfort around money. The trick here is not just saying it. You actually have to believe it at some level. So you want to choose a statement that you believe or can at least entertain the idea of believing. What you don't want to do is this. You don't want to pick something so opposite to your current situation that you just don't believe it. So for example, if my money belief was I'm not a numbers person and my reframe was I'm a numbers master, 1, it's not true, and 2, my mind, my consciousness knows that. But if you take the route that I mentioned earlier, which is that I could learn, that I could have people around me, that I'm capable and I could figure this out, that's believable. And now my nervous system can settle and accept and work with that. And here's the thing, just by participating in this exercise, these 2 things that we've just done, you've already made progress on your mindset around money. Simply becoming aware that you have these negative beliefs and ideas about money is an incredible process, because when we can be aware of something, then we can make a change. We can pinpoint where these ideas are coming from the next time you're feeling anxious or stressed about money. And when we reframe those beliefs, every time they come up, you train yourself to feel more positively about money in your business, which is essential if you want to be a profitable business owner. Now, this leads us to the next segment for this episode. Are you ready to make your next money move? Because not everyone is. Some of us are quite comfortable in our discomfort around money. I encourage you to do the exercise we just did, and also to see if any of these signs that show that you're ready for a money move relate to you. Number 1 is that your growth has plateaued. That means no matter what you do, you can't get past the specific revenue number that you want. You've had a number in mind, it just seems elusive. Now, I see that within the HerBusiness community, and it can be stressful and frustrating to not be able to break out of that money rut. So that might be a sign that you are ready for your next money move. Now, of course, inside the Her Business Network, we are looking at our figures quarterly. We are working with our women to change these money mindsets and these money conditions. But as you're listening, how you might know that you're ready for your next money move is that your growth has plateaued. The second sign is that you keep falling into old money habits. Now, if you fall into this category, don't worry about that. It happens to all of us. We get so busy running our businesses that we can take our eyes off the numbers, or, we're so focused on bringing money in that we're not paying attention to what money's going out. And maybe you're still growing your business and making sales, but you don't have a good grip on what's actually happening in your numbers. So that's a sign that you're ready for your next money move. And the third sign that you need to unlock your next money move is that you are not getting paid what you're worth. So whether it's finding the confidence to charge more, or finding the right price point for your services, or knowing that you've got the right mix of products and services at the right price point to be paid what you're worth, either way, you're working too hard for the money. And when you're doing that, it's almost impossible to grow and keep loving what you do. And the fourth sign that you need your next money move is that you're feeling overwhelmed. You're managing all the parts of your business as you scale. And this is not for the faint-hearted. And when you're juggling all the things, it can be easy for finances to slip out of your grip, and it all becomes too much. So if you're experiencing burnout and uncertainty all the time, you're working yourself into the ground, it is time for your next money move. You definitely need a new one. So here's what I have for you. Coming up this Sunday, 14th of April, I'm hosting a live workshop called Your Next Money Move. And I would love to see you there if you resonate with one of these 4 signs. The workshop is free. It starts at 7 p.m. Sydney time. And we're going to be talking about the steps you can take right now to grow a profitable and scalable business. Now, if you aren't aware, I've been hosting a week-long workshop, as I mentioned, called the Money Breakthrough Workshop, and it's been a huge success so far, with so many realizations for women, that I am inviting women participating in that workshop and extending the invitation to you to attend this live event on Sunday night. Inside the workshop, hundreds of women have been taking a look at their relationships with money. They've been looking at 3 money breakthroughs. They've been looking at their mindset, their money goals, putting together a money plan. And all these 3 breakthroughs were essential to me for establishing a flourishing business, and they are tools I come back to all the time. And because we've only had the doors open to the workshop for just a few days, and women have so many questions, that's why I created this bonus workshop, the Your Next Money Move workshop. So on Sunday, you're going to learn the one tweak that you can make to your process, which is an absolute game changer for achieving your money goals. And I'm also going to reveal something I think is really cool. It's actually a secret that big businesses use that small business owners need to start using today. It's something that's been part of my success, and I want to share it with you. And I've got all sorts of goodies packed into Sunday, so I hope you'll join us. You can find a link to register over on our show notes page, which is herbusiness.com/254, or you can head on over to this URL. I'm going to say it really slowly because it's not super straightforward, but it's herbusiness.network/your next money move. I'll say it again. That's herbusiness.network/your next money move. Or just go to herbusiness.com/254, because this is episode 254, and you will find a link to the workshop. So I hope you can be there. We've got a fabulous group of women coming along, all women looking to grow more profitable businesses. And you'll also get the opportunity to have me and my team, plus a network of other amazing women business owners in your corner, so that you don't have to go through this business journey alone. So once again, it's herbusiness.network/your next money move. I hope you've been able to take away a couple of things from this session. One is about really identifying the money mindsets that might be holding you back. Number 2 is reframing those money mindsets into something believable that you can start to repeat to yourself to break out of the old habits and the old money mindsets. And finally, to recognize if you related to one of those things I said, either your business has plateaued, or you're falling into old habits, or you're not paying yourself enough, or you're feeling overwhelmed, then join me for the Your Next Money Move workshop. We're not having a replay, so head on over to herbusiness.network/Your Next Money Move and join me on Sunday night. I'll see you there.